Welcome and good evening. And also let me apologize for not being able to be with you this evening. I believe we're going to have a wonderful fall semester. I'm looking forward to a very positive experience for every one of us. Let me share a few things that have taken place during the past year that may be of interest to you. I'm certain you've heard of the new bill regarding campus carry. We've been working on that for quite a number of months, and we now have a policy that really took effect on 1 August. And we are working with this very as best we possibly can, because we don't know what the consequences may be, or actually what's involved in following the legislative language. We do have several things that we've managed to have available for these sessions. For example, if we have some activity going on that involves minors in the gymnasium, for example, we have to display signs that indicate that individuals are not allowed to bring concealed weapons into that particular environment. It's something new that we're working with, and I'm sure we're going to learn as we move along, but it's important for you to know that we are complying with that legislative mandate. And if you see certain things that perhaps may be of question to you, I invite you to contact Dr. Harold Housley, who has been the principal driver of the campus carry referendum. As far as enrollment is concerned, the budget for 2017-18 was built on a negative 2% drop in enrollment. Reason for that is that you may recall that we had a double-digit enrollment decrease over the past 2 years, which had a tremendous effect on the allocation that we received from the state. Last year we had a negative 5 decline in student enrollment, and while we wish that we could have a 0 decline, I really believe it's very, very difficult. So as a result of that, we have built the budget using a negative 2 decline in student attendance. I mentioned just a moment ago that our allocation from the state, our state appropriation, suffered as a result of the decline in enrollment that we experienced during the past couple of years. We received $1.8 million less this next biennium than we did last biennium, which means about $900,000 each of the 2 years. You may recall that I mentioned that last year we had to take $1.2 million and use these funds to balance the budget. So basically the budget was reduced by $1.2 million. That's a lot of money. Well, that reduction continues to remain in the budget because we could not reinstate that $1.2 million. But in addition to that, we had to find almost $800,000 to be able to balance the budget this year because of the decline in state appropriation for this upcoming biennium. So it's important for us to know that we have a very, very tight budget, very little flexibility, and we are basically, we don't have the funds that we would like to have to do the things that we normally otherwise would. I predict that until enrollment increases, we're going to be finding ourselves in a very difficult financial posture. This is why it is so important that we focus on enrollment management. You've heard me say over and again how important enrollment management is. And you faculty play a major role in enrollment management. You spend more time with our students than anyone else. You have the interaction with students, you have the focus, you basically are there with the student more than any one of us. So it's so important for you to become engaged with your students and to do all you can to make them feel comfortable. I've mentioned on several occasions that when someone doesn't feel comfortable in a given setting, one of the first things we want to do is leave. And I use the example of all of us attending a social event, and if we're not comfortable, what happens? Well, basically, I don't know about you, but I want to get out of there as soon as I possibly can. Well, students are no different. If we don't create the setting for students, they're not going to want to stay with us. We all want to feel comfortable. We all want to feel that we belong. We all want to be made feel that we're valued and we're important. And I ask you faculty to please keep that in mind, because we are student-driven in terms of our budget, and we are highly student-dependent. If we cannot bring in more students to Navarro College, and in my opinion, it's one of the finest colleges here in Texas, if we can't bring in more students, then we're not going to be able to help ourselves in the future. As I see it now, we're going to be financially strapped for about the next 4 years. And the reason I tell you this is because if we do not increase enrollment this fall 2017 and fall of 2018, then our allocation for the next biennium 2019-2021 is going to be less than it was this year, or this biennium rather. So we have to do all we can to increase enrollment, because enrollment is what drives the budget. If it wouldn't be for students, you and I wouldn't be here. So I'd like for you to keep that in mind, because it's extremely, extremely important. And you've heard me over and again talk about student enrollment. Well, I can tell you that student enrollment is the most important consideration here at the college, because it drives everything. It drives everything. So I ask for your cooperation to do what you have to do in the classroom to make students feel comfortable, to be engaged with students, to give them attention, and to make them feel like they belong. In conclusion, let me say that I hope you have a very positive semester. I hope you have a very satisfying semester. Navarro College is a great place to be. I should also tell you that the Corsicana Daily Sun just a week ago named Navarro College as the best of the best in terms of the best place to work in Navarro County. I'm very, very pleased about that. It basically shows that we offer something here at Navarro College that's very, very, very unique. And my hope is that we can carry that ambiance, whatever it is that we're projecting that gives us this recognition, that we can project this onto our approach to students, so that students will also know that this is a great place to be and that they've made a great choice in attending Navarro College. Have a great semester, and I hope that things go extremely well. Thank you very much.